What's up everybody, welcome back to Reddit Rejects. I came across a post the other day that said, need some advice, how do I report a player for griefing? Immediately, I was interested in what this guy had to say. So let's see what he said. First, I get PvP and am all for it. That being said, I'm not for a player sitting outside the safe zone and killing people as they are in hangars. The individual did this for hours yesterday at the station by Arc L1. He would sit out of the safe zone and just destroy anyone that tried to go and play the game, and then he said he would stop if someone paid him 20 million. Now this is just wrong. I get an hour a day to play due to my work schedule and played 27 minutes to claim and then reclaim my ship. I had to change servers, but it put me back in the same server. I ended up playing for 20 minutes on another server that had 125 milliseconds ping, so the play sucked. Just want to get him banned for a while. Cipher is a known griefer and is never disciplined by CIG. So how do I report him? Edit, remove player's name, and clarified where I was in the hangar, getting shot as the doors open. I only got out once. I was in my prospector, the only ship I have there. Thanks for listening. All right, there's a lot in this post here, but the overarching theme is wanting to report someone for griefing. Listen, I understand. It sucks when players are just going psycho murderer out in the verse. And they don't care about accomplishing anything or even pirating, right? They're just killing you for no reason. And it's true that that is griefing. It's true. It's very true. But the simple truth is we cannot ban people for quote unquote griefing. One, because it's a subjective term and no one really agrees on what griefing is. So that would have to be outlined by CIG, and they would have to tell us here is what griefing is and it is bannable, which they're not going to do because griefing is part of the game. They built in griefing as part of the acceptable way to play the game, and that's just how it is, man. It's crime. Crime is part of the verse. When you load into the game and you're about to take your ship out of a station, you should assume that people are out there about to try and kill you. And you should take precautions, right? Like I don't understand why people are surprised when they're being targeted and killed when they're playing a game where people can kill each other. Listen, if people can kill each other in the game, they're going to kill each other. You can't expect that you'll load into the game and everyone will be singing Kumbaya around the space campfire. You know, it doesn't work that way. Imagine how boring the game would be if everybody loaded in and cooperated. What's the point of that? Like, there should be some danger and there should be some tension, some stress. It says, first, I get PvP and I'm all for it. Do you? Are you? Do you? Are you? Really? I agree that you shouldn't be able to kill someone if you're in a hangar, right? Like, CIG really needs to make it so that if you're in your hangar, you shouldn't be damageable. I thought it was that way. I thought you couldn't be damaged in hangars. But anyway, even if it is that way, there's things you can do, right? Don't open your hangar doors until your ship is full shields, until you've got your quantum drive spooled up, until you're ready to go. And then fly away really fast. Like, there's not much a person can do in the current state of the game. It's almost impossible to kill a ship before it decides to quantum away, as long as the quantumer has everything set up and ready to go, right? But I mean, you're not going to think about ways to survive if you have this entitlement that you should just be left alone to survive. So people don't think about that stuff. They just think, oh, I deserve to live and therefore I shall live. It's like walking across the street on the crosswalk without looking both ways. Like, yeah, the car should stop for you. Legally, the car should stop, but are you gonna bet your life that the car is paying attention, that it's not some kid on their phone? Right? No, you're gonna look both ways and make damn sure that the car is stopping before you cross the freaking street. He would sit at safe zones, destroy anyone, tried to go and play the game, and then he said he would stop if someone paid him 20 million. Well, there you go. In my eyes, this is a legitimate way. It's a legitimate way to play the game. If you lock down the station successfully, and you can get people to pay you, it's basically piracy. It's heisting, right? It's like a heist, or it's like a hostage situation. That's a legitimate crime. I mean, his number is too high, you can negotiate. Now this is just wrong. Yes, it is wrong. That's the point. You can do good and bad things in the verse, okay? I get an hour a day to play due to my work schedule. That's no one's fault, okay? Just because you only get an hour doesn't mean that everyone else in the world should have to adjust their gameplay just for you. Waited 27 minutes to claim and then reclaim my ship. Tried to change servers, but it put me back at the same server. Ended up playing for 20 minutes on another server that had blah 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 blah, sucked, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you had a sucky session, man. It happens. I'm actually super, like, I am actually truly empathetic to that. That sucks. Just want to get him banned for a while. Shut up. Shut up, man. Known griefer and never because griefing is not disciplinable. How do I report him? You don't. Clarified where I was in the hangar, blah, blah, blah. I only got out once. I was in my prospector, the only ship I have there. Thanks for listening. Listen, the entire point of Star Citizen is freedom. You get a choice on how you play the game in almost every way, right? You get a choice on how you make money. You get a choice on where you make your money. You get a choice on how you look. You get a choice on if you want to be a good guy or a bad guy. You get a choice what weapons you use. You get a choice how often you play. You get a choice how good you get at the game. Everything in the game is options and choice and freedom. That's the point. That's what makes it fun. Freedom comes with a downside. Freedom comes with a lack of security. And this is a universal fact. You can have security or you can have freedom. Star Citizen is much better with freedom. Arc L1, not a place I would choose. I don't know. But you know, that's your choice. Maybe choose a different station. You chose Arc L1. A guy happened to be there. He happened to be killing people. No one wanted to pay him. No one wanted to kill him, right? Because that's also a choice. Fight back. Don't just claim your prospector 20 times in a row, just hoping this time he won't be looking this way. Do something. You're about to go mining. Oh wait, there's bad guys and you might die. Well, pull a fighter and fight them. He says, I was in my prospector, the only ship I have there. Claim a different ship, dude. Claim a different ship. The solution to griefing is crushing the griefer with a higher amount of skill or numbers. That's the solution to griefing, killing the griefer. And it's the most fun solution. I don't know why people have such a problem with it. Combat is a central aspect of Star Citizen. Look at this comment by Fang Darkin. See, if you really want to fight back on people like this, do what my nephew did. The first time he played, he ran into one of these. So he asked me to hop on for a minute and help him. While he readied his ship, I flew all the way out and waited. When he came out and started getting fired on, I fired on the other, and we both took him down. Which then the attacker complained about it in chat like we were in the wrong. Haha. This guy said this is the way. I agree. This is the way. This is absolutely the way. And yes, not everybody has an uncle that they can call for help, but join an org, get some friends. Game's not meant to be played solo, right? We know that the possibility of being jumped by a gang of space pirates is there. You should surround yourself with people who will defend you, and you likewise. All right, there's so much entitlement in this post, disguised by victimhood, that it's just got to be rejected. Horrible. And what do you guys think in the comments? Do you think he's right? Do you think he's wrong? Do you think we should be able to report people for griefing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. All right, I'll see you guys later.